a vegan for 6 years.
Wow.
So, and then I got very sick. So I'm gonna play this if you don't mind.
Wait a minute, what about the other side? Could meat be killing you?
You equated red meat to tobacco, and 1 egg equals 5 cigarettes.
Is it scare tactics?
You gotta tell them the truth. Seriously. Guys, stop for 1 second. That's not science, that's a lie, Travis. No, I disagree with you.
This debate that holds your health in the balance.
And you had an obligation, I believe, Kip, as a director, to your viewers to change people's minds.
Well, I have an obligation to set the record straight so that people don't die. I'm a physician, I'm a pediatrician, I take care of obese children.
Can I just address your comment that we are patently false? Because I've got so much science to address that. So
I watched the documentary called What the Health. Have you seen it?
It's filled with a lot of propaganda. And
nonsense. Propaganda. Damn, those guys again, like the Nazis. I remember them.
They used a lot of discredited studies, and there's a lot of epidemiology studies that'll connect things.
Epidemiology, what does that mean, like an epidemic?
You're already a step ahead of all this. You're a pro. What are your thoughts on this?
It's
a lot to digest.
It is a lot to digest because the concept of what they're talking about is so different than what a lot of people believe healthy eating is. And so many of us eat meat, right? And we've been eating meat since we were very young to where we're at now. And to change that idea in their mind of switching from not eating meat to eating all plant-based, based on what they're talking about, is a hard thing for people to literally digest and wrap their heads around. And I believe that plant-based diets definitely do reverse and prevent chronic disease. There's just hundreds of studies showing that. So now whether meat, the consumption of meat causes chronic disease, I think that a lot of it comes down to moderation, in particular with how much meat they're taking in, and the kind of meat as well. And I also believe that everybody's a little different in terms of their biochemistry. So some people may really feel better eating some meat and having some of that in their diet versus others, but them feeling better and then what's going on internally are two different things too, because based on their labs, we may find that their diets that may be a little bit higher in meat are causing their cholesterol to go up, are causing some problems with blood pressure, maybe even causing them to gain a little bit of extra weight. So much of it is individualized. But I do believe 100% that having more plant-based foods, whole foods in the diet will help everyone. Undoubtedly. And whether you have to, cut down maybe a little bit on meat and substitute those plant-based proteins in there, I think that is a real important thing for people to consider doing. Maybe doing meatless Mondays, just gradually moving in that direction. They don't have to be absolute, vegans or vegetarians, especially right off the bat. It takes time to adjust to those different ways of eating. But everybody is very different in terms of what works best for them. I've been a vegetarian now for about 4.5 years, and it works great for me. Some other people that may try doing that, it may not work as well for. So, but I think if they're eating more on the plant-based side, specifically more fruits and vegetables, some additional plant-based proteins, they'll feel better. And chances are their labs will reflect it too in terms of becoming overall healthier because of that.